Hello, this is Farley, and today we are in Almaty, Kazakhstan, the largest city in the country, the former capital city of the country, a place surrounded by mountains, nature, and lots of natural beauty. We're going to look around, we're going to take in the sights, the sounds, we're going to find some of that former Soviet history that's so fascinating, and then we're going to get out into the country and see just how beautiful it really is. And this is our first port of call, the Green Bazaar, originally founded in 1875. Let's go inside and sample the wares. There will be food in here from all across the Soviet Union back in the day. Obviously now it's a place that tourists come and visit, as well as locals, I believe. But we're going to go inside, we're going to see if it is a tourist trap like some of the bazaars in Istanbul or even Borough Market back in London, or whether it is actually a genuinely good place to go. Immediately struck by the amount of fruit. How much for just one?
1 kilo.
So, I gave the lady 200 tenge for this. I've probably been ripped off, I think. That works out 29 pence or 38 cents if you're in the US. The reason I chose an apple, I'm not a massive apple guy actually. The reason I chose an apple is that this city is known as the grandfather of apples. So all modern day apples that you get in the supermarket, they can trace their roots apparently back to the mountains around here. So, you know, when in Rome. So let's give this bad boy a go, shall we? It's actually really soft, which is quite a pleasant surprise. Normally you bite into an apple and half the time you take half your mouth with you. This is nice, soft, flavourful. She said this was the Almaty apple, so I guess a local variety, but a good start. I know it's frozen, but we are a long, long way away from the sea. Some clothes down there. I don't really need any new threads, toys. Knock-off football shirts, something you get in every single market in the world, I swear to God. This one's been a bit of a grower recently. Looking at some of the hats. Might get a big Kazakh baseball cap, or maybe this traditional. This doesn't suit me. My head is too big. This building never stops, and I think I might actually found the best part of it. This looks incredible. Okay, I obviously came in the wrong entrance earlier because I was walking around thinking this is a little underwhelming. It is just a massive market. This is actually pretty cool. And oh look, we've got some Korean stuff, I think. I don't know what half this is. Hello. Thank you. So I've been given a bit of this smoked cheese to try. Lactose intolerant, so let's hope this is okay. Okay, this is banging. It's like a good cheese string, if cheese strings were good. This isn't the place you want to take a vegetarian. Is that like a ton? Okay. So I've not noticed this. So up here, this tells you what the meat is. So that's beef. We have sheep here. Lots of the organs. Bits and bobs. And here, we have horse. I guess they're like dry aged. Sausage that I think I had in the Bishkek. So there's a big Korean community here, and they have a whole area in here for Korean salad, and it looks incredible, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, it looks good. And we've exited the Green Bazaar on this main street with this nice old Soviet block here, which is perfect because we're going to go and find something more Soviet. But apparently, when they took down all the statues of Lenin and some of the other Soviet heroes, they did what I said they should have done in Astana. They moved them all somewhere, but they have actually kept them. They've not destroyed them. You can actually go look at them if you want. They're just not in their original place. So there is apparently this park where some of this stuff could be. Okay, I have 6 minutes to wait for a Yandex, so you're getting some bonus content. We are going to try this Kazakhstan chocolate. I've seen people, waxing lyrical about this, saying it's something you have to have when you're in this country. Look, I'm from the land of Cadbury's, so trust me, I know good chocolate when it's in my hands. It's okay. It's not as good as people say, but it's not bad. But there you go, 6 out of 10. That's my honest review of the Kazakhstan chocolate. So basically, I've got dropped off as close as I could on Yandex, and apparently it's basically just keep going down here and we will end up surrounded by these old statues. So if you've seen my Karaganda video, you will know that I love anything kind of old and Soviet, and statues of those politicians and Soviet figures, hugely interesting. Some really good ones there, Lenin, Gagarin. So please, oh yes, okay, well, we've got at least one. Please, if you like that, go and check out that video. But let's get a bit closer to this guy, shall we? This is Mikhail Kalinin. He was a revolutionary and a former governor of St. Petersburg. Let's see who else we have in store. And there's somebody right down the other end. I think we might be able to recognise this guy slightly easier than the last. Oh wow, there are lots of busts and figures here. This guy right in the middle, this is Vladimir Lenin. So I'm not sure where this statue was originally, but as you can see, it is absolutely gigantic. In context with me behind it, huge. Thanks to the powers of Google Translate, I can tell you what this means. This says, to the fighters of the October Revolution, your immortal movement is grateful. Something along those lines. October 1967. The October Revolution is, of course, the Bolshevik Revolution that occurred in Russia in 1917 that saw Lenin come to power. This was obviously October 1967, so this would have been 50 years on from that. But you can see that people obviously still hold a candle for that time, or at least some people do. There's no text, so I'm not sure who this is, but judging by the flag, by the guns, by the weapons, by the purposeful striding forward, I'm going to say this is probably related to that October Revolution back in 1917. We've got another one here. I don't know who this is, sadly. Google Translate is not doing what I need it to do. And this one, I just asked one of the locals if they knew who it was, if it was Stalin. They said they didn't know.
So voiceover here. This is in fact absolutely not Stalin, but I cannot actually remember who I was told it was, which is unfortunate.
So like I said in, I think it was the Karaganda video, more places when they have these old statues of people that have very questionable pasts, I think it's really, really good that they might have moved them from their initial places, so it doesn't seem like a celebration, but it is very good that they kept them, they put them somewhere you can see them. I think one kind of slight complaint, if I was going to have one, it'd be nice to have a bit more signposting of who they are and what they did, and potentially their historical significance, both, you know, positive and negative. So that is us done at what feels like a scrapyard, echoes of the past here in Almaty. It's a little way out the centre, it took about 30 minutes in a Yandex. It's near a place called Family Park if you want to come visit. I haven't seen any other videos on here, on YouTube, just about this park or mentioning it, or any mention of this in any tourist stuff. I just had to do a bit of extra legwork online to find it. So we were walking back through what is called Family Park, places for kids to get their face painted. There was an ice cream place back there, sort of shooting gallery, some very old Kazakh couples having a nice romantic dance in this park. Should we go have a look at that? She's loving it, absolutely loving life. This geezer, look at that, having a great time. A new song starting, it's cleaned out the dance floor, but we do have some romantic couples still here. They're not giving up. They are not giving up. They're enjoying it. You know, dance like nobody's watching, as they say. I just love this enthusiasm. Yes, you go, lad. God, he's done. He has done. Is he done? He's not done. This sort of stuff can't help but put a smile on your face. Rule number one of travelling, I think. Don't plan too much. Plan a few bits, then just walk around and see what happens, because you sometimes find stuff like this that really gets you smiling. It's class. So up here, in one of the mountains overlooking Almaty, this is Shimbaluk. I hope I pronounced that right. Up there you can see snowy peaks. Follow it round. It's so beautiful up here. The sun hitting just right. About to go get some food. Back up here, which should be good, and then probably go back into the city and chill. But the view up here is absolutely breathtaking. A 40-minute walk or a 10-minute ride. There is only one winner. Let's get back to the hotel. What on earth is going on here? Look at this cool steam, that is sick. So on my way back, I've stumbled across a military museum, and the kids are just climbing on the tanks. Which one feels crazy to me? Two I'm kind of envious of. So I'm just back at the hotel, and I realised I didn't actually give you a little review of that restaurant. So a quick 20-second review. It's called Ale, A-U-Y-L, at the top of Shimbaluk Mountain. Really, really good. I think all in all, it's about 30 quid, something like that, which isn't cheap, to be fair, but the food was next level. Good morning from beautiful Almaty. Very cool looking hotel behind me, but today's plan is we are going to go see the cathedral, which has a very kind of Russian look to it, I believe. Then we're just going to see what else this city has to offer. Very much looking forward to it. Let's enjoy the day, boys. So now we're coming up into, I believe it's Panfilov Park, which, look, in the distance there, you can see the cathedral. So, this park houses the Ascension Cathedral, a famous cathedral here in Almaty. It looks absolutely beautiful, got that kind of traditional Russian style. And there's also an absolutely gigantic memorial for the war here. Looks like there's one over there, 1917 to 1920. And this one on this side, I'll show you in a second, 41 to 45. The Great Patriotic War. As it's known here, we call it World War II. I think it's something that's burned on the psyche. May 9th was Victory Day, and it is now May 11th, so we're a couple of days after that. So these flowers obviously would have been put here 2 days ago. But wow, look at it all. Eternal flame. So here we have the 1917 to 1920. As you can see, on horseback, sign of the times there. And over on this side, quickly go have a look. 41 to 45. The Great Patriotic War. And this one, again, a reflection of the times. This soldier has a rifle in his left arm there. This is very intimidating in its size and its scale. And even the faces carved on there, kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. And lots of flowers laid. This is the Ascension Cathedral. Allegedly, and I say allegedly because I don't know if I believe this. This is made entirely of wood. I'm about 20 meters away. It does not look wooden. I will go give it the tap test in a minute, but there's apparently no nails in this, which is absolutely insane. And it is the second tallest wooden church in the world. But I just have to go up to this thing and tap it. The tap test, I'm not buying this. Okay, it feels wooden, it feels wooden. Maybe I should buy it. The entrance, apparently around this way. Okay, let's go have a look. Everything is so golden. It looks great. Definitely wood. No, I definitely shouldn't. The big question is this cultural appropriation? So found this bad boy, but it is a little hard to see with all these trees in the way, but it looks absolutely unreal. There really is so much greenery and so much beauty in this city. Just cruising along on a scooter here, but just taking it all in. Incredible city. Such a nice place, feels so clean, so vibrant. This is cool. So this is Aana Square, and you can see down here, this is the Kazakh British Technical University. And then turn around. These two ladies here, this memorial, This is the memorial of, and I apologise in advance for how I'm going to pronounce this, Alia Moldagulova and Manshuk Mametova, two female World War II heroes. So I'm here with this fella outside the hotel Almaty, but what we're really here for are these. These are, again, Soviet mosaics. I don't want to keep on banging the drum, but these are really cool. Sort of apparently telling a Kazakh fairy tale. They're nice and clean, aren't they? Really nice. And down this side, we have another one. Let's go have a quick look at that. Got to say, these look so bright in sunshine. I guess they must be looked after quite well, cleaned regularly. Creature in the sky. You can see the camels being led along. So this rather cool statue is to a Russian rock star called Viktor Zoi. I believe that's how it's pronounced. He was in a rock band called Kino. I must admit, I've not heard of them, but apparently they are one of the biggest bands and most influential bands in the period of the Soviet Union. Died in a car crash, this fella. So that is Hotel Kazakhstan. So this is one of those buildings that I think some would say is beautiful, some would say is ugly. I'm very much in the beautiful category. I do love a bit of brutalist architecture. And this is Hotel Kazakhstan. So you are looking at the third tallest building in this city. Erected back in 1977. It's a symbol of the city. I absolutely love it. So, in the shadow of Hotel Kazakhstan, we have the Friendship Garden. And this building, allegedly built to be fine in a 9 Richter earthquake. Thankfully, they haven't had to deal with that. But here's what I'm here for. And this is a name I'm going to butcher, obviously. Shamshai Kaldeakov, 1930 to 1992. So let's talk about the B word, Borat. There were kind of a lot of people very angry when the movie came out originally. While it's a very funny film for me, I totally understand why. That movie paints this place out to be an absolute dump. And the reality is very, very different from that. This city, this country is, in the words of Borat, very nice. Now in this Abbe Square, we have this big guy. This is a guy called Abbe Square, 100% saying that wrong. A famous Kazakh poet and a composer, something of a philosopher and a big hero in this country. The Armen Kino Center cinema. And outside this incredible old cinema, we have all the trappings of modern globalist capitalist life. We have a Starbucks. We have a Burger King. But we also have this. Like I said earlier in the video, this place is known as the grandfather of the apples. On the top of the Kino Center, this relief. Another bas relief on the cinema. Just noticed more on the side of this building. That is so sick. So here is this bas relief. And I've got to say, putting this here is taking a liberty. So you got a rocket blasting off here. You have another one there totally obscured. As you can see, one face in a helmet from the side and another face bang on. Then there's this text here which says, courtesy of Google Translate, "Great is the path of our people, great is its feet. It will be an eternal measure for future generations, for all who have chosen the road of freedom." Which is nice. And here you have cosmonauts waving goodbye to their families, to their wives, to their kids. And so now it's time to go up the Cockto Bay gondola. And at the top there's a sort of old kind of style park, very retro apparently, quite interesting, but also it's going to have a really beautiful view out from the mountain over Almaty, and I'm really looking forward to that. So waiting for this, then we'll head all the way up there. £11, so not particularly cheap. That's for a return trip, but well, I wouldn't want to walk up there, let's be honest. Now up by this apartment block, looking over Almaty. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now is probably a good time to say I don't really like heights. So please, while I am here, please subscribe, like this, comment if you like to, and if there's something I've got wrong, please do not hesitate to tell me. Well, I'm not dead, and that is something of a W, but look at this view from up here. You can see for miles each way, right over into the distance, and this is what I love about this city. You can see mountains kind of hemming it in around there. You follow it around, you could just see for, God, I have no idea how far that would even be. Round, and then back up behind me there's even more mountains. So here you can see this viewing wheel, and in the distance you see those mountains, a little TV tower over there. But I did spy something around this corner, and I make no apologies for this. It is another Soviet mosaic. I think it's called like Her Special Gift or something like that. So, would you Adam and Eve it? I bumped into 4 old friends. We saw these guys in Astana, if you remember, and we've seen them again here. It is the Fab Four, the Beatles, the second monument for the famous Liverpudlian band, famous British iconic band that I've seen in Kazakhstan, which I didn't really expect. But as you see, people having photos with it, and hopefully it doesn't get this video taken down, but you can hear a Beatles song in the background coming from the speakers as well. This is very cool. So let's take a look at these guys. I don't know what that says. Best band of all time? Probably. All sorts here. Like a Go Ape style thing. Climbing wall. Will they own the IP for that? Probably not. So there's now a storm coming in, I think. If you look behind me, very ominous clouds. There's been quite a bit of lightning. I'm still at the top of this Cockto Bay place. Quite a bit of lightning. I am not going down that bloody hill in this kind of storm. Yes, you guessed it. I'm on the cable car. Yep, that's right. I'm on the cable car. Probably the first time I've been by myself has been really lucky on this trip. There was a massive queue. But they shouted for 2 people, and there were no pairs. One girl just ran on, and they were like, one. I just ran. So yeah, going down now. It's absolutely cats and dogs tipping it down. Hopefully no more lightning on the way down. It's not the nicest looking skyscape now, but we move. Good morning. We are here outside one of the university buildings, and apparently there's 61 universities in this country, sorry, in this city, which is wild. But here we have another incredible mosaic. I just walked past it and I thought, do you know what, this is the place to start the day. So today's been a very slow day. Yesterday I went out, I saw the canyons, I saw the lakes, absolutely beautiful. And you can check that out in another video that will be coming soon, so check out the channel for that. And please remember to subscribe, then you'll see that when it pops up. We're on the lookout for some Soviet stuff, and I just spotted this. These old reliefs. You got somebody with the guitar-like instrument. Somebody doing, I guess, some sort of traditional dance. One of the absolute best things about this city, without doubt, is the visibility of nature. So just all the way up this road, if you follow it up to the top, right in the distance you can see mountains. This is a brilliant walking city, but it might just be an even better scootering city. So here we are in Republic Square, Almaty, and this place has had a long history. Let's look around. We're going to get to this monument in a little bit. Look at this beautiful building. This is apparently now the mayor's office, founded back in 1980. It formerly was Brezhnev Square, and this place has been involved in two quite dark events. In 1986 there was an uprising here, started with students in this very square, ended up spreading across the whole city, and 200 people died. And as recently, believe it or not, as 2022, there was some unrest which led to the former president's palace was raided, and it ended up with over 200 people, as well as some security being killed. This is the Independence Monument, and I think it looks even better, weirdly enough, with those old Soviet tower blocks behind. Here we have the Independence Monument. Mountains in the background. It is an incredible monument. And if we get a bit closer, we've got the handprint on the page of the book, some text, Kazakh on the left and Russian. October 1925, 1990. The state sovereignty of Kazakhstan was proclaimed. On December 16th, 1991, the state independence of Kazakhstan was proclaimed. There is a lot to be said for the design here. The top of these skyscrapers that looks perfectly in line with the top of the mountains in the background. The football team in Almaty, FC Karat. And here is their stadium, the Central Stadium. Now, unfortunately, these guys aren't playing while I'm here. That's not going to stop me having a little look at the stadium. This is a multinational team, lots of Kazakhs obviously, a couple of Russians, Belarusians. A very old school looking front. Now, unfortunately, I can't get into the FC Karat Stadium. I'm through one gate, as you can see, but let's ignore that for a second. I want to show you this, and this has got to be one of the best views to be playing or watching football anywhere. Look at this. The pitch is there, obviously you've got the tower blocks looking over it, but just in the background, those mountains. So there's some people in the Central Stadium doing some sort of athletics. So look, they're obviously meant to be in there, but I'm wondering, because they're in there, can I get in there and just watch? Can I just try and find a way in? Will anyone say anything? There's only one way to find out. Okay, so got this door. Oh look. We're in. Hello. Very kindly. Spasiba. So we got collared by security, but look, it was always going to happen, wasn't it? Just saying, you know, big football fan, just want to go in and take a photo. So he let me in. This is what is known as the wedding place. So I think you can guess what happens here. We've got this very cool mosaic in front of a very old Soviet building that, to be honest, looks like it has seen better days. So this here is the Museum of the Kazakh Academy Drama Theatre. It's meant to be an amazing building, and you can kind of see that from here. But I think they're doing some work to it. That is a very, very good building. It's a shame we can't go a bit closer. That's a better look. Real shame that's not open. Another iconic former Soviet building here. As you might have guessed from the Monkey and Sonny's, no, it isn't Robbie Williams. This is the Kazakh State Circus. So you've seen a quick look, a glimpse at the Almaty metro, the newest Soviet metro system in the world. But if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, because I've done a video just showing the journey and 4 of the most attractive stations on the network. So subscribe and check that out when it comes live. So now, as a proud British patriot, I'm about to go get some true British cuisine, a curry. So we have some proper British grub here. We got the chicken tikka. I've asked for it extra hot. We got the rice. We got the roti.
The voiceover means that I was so full after the meal I went back to the hotel and fell asleep. So there is no outro, but I would like to say thank you for watching. Almaty, you are an incredible city, and there are more videos on the way. Take it easy.